of October, tracker update. Today with me, Don is traveling to Cape Town. Jack and Georgie, they are busy preparing for their departure. Jane is getting ready to get to China. Marco is getting ready to go to Cape Town as well. So the office is very busy as usual. And the fleet I saw today is very busy as well in enjoying very good weather. The South Atlantic High, as we can see down here, I just checked over the next 2 days, and it's moving further to the east. It's establishing very well. It's weakening a little bit for the leading pack, but the conditions for the most of the fleet will remain very good over the next days. The inshore team, the three teams that are taking the inshore route, Outlaw, I heard, is not very jolly about it. They are having a lot of headwind. I was expecting that they might actually be happy about it because they have the longest keel in the fleet. It's the boat that goes the best upwind. But of course, sailing upwind for weeks now, it's taking a lot. It's taking a toll on morale, and I'm very curious what's going to be their next action. If they just going to head due south, it will still be upwind, and then trying to get around, or now they basically just have to stick to it and have to take all the way down to Cape Town. And if we look the forecast for the next days, it's not going to be a lot of change. The wind is weakening a little bit, which will be good for them. But it's going to be a tough sail for them down to Cape Town. Ivrika is still a little bit undecided. They headed to the inshore and now they're heading back, so they're doing the long tack out. I expect them to now carry on, and they probably will find and hope to find the South Atlantic High and then take the turn to Cape Town. In general, the South Atlantic High is very far south, so the fleet is heading very far south. They're putting some extra miles in. Nonetheless, Penduik is rocking along 9 knots, so is Spirit of Helsinki, Translated 9, Maiden. They're all keeping up their speed, all doing 9 knots. If we take a quick look at the IRC rating, Translated 9 is still in charge of the fleet. They are still they've been leading the fleet now for basically since the start, so they're doing really well. The rest of the fleet is carrying on as they have been for the last days. There's not much news, which is good. No news are good news in general. Godspeed is picking up as well. They look like they're taking the inshore route as well. I'm very curious, but in general, after seeing the tracker again now after 1 week, I'm very happy to everybody is through the doldrums, which was the biggest concern, and if we put some distances in, so there's Penduik, they're gonna have another 1,700 miles. So, okay, well, yeah, it's soon they're going to be there. And if we focus on the leading pack, on Penduik, let's see if they can make it through. And it looks pretty good the next 2-3 days. The wind is moving on. There's a little front coming, and we already see, because it's late, it's spring in the Southern Ocean, we see there's the first big storms. The remaining storms of the winter are still down there, even though it's not looking too strong here. So that's pretty much it. There's not too much to talk about today. I'm very happy that the boats are moving on very nicely, and let's see if Outlaw is going to pick up their morale again. And of course, the big question that we all are asking ourselves: is Explorer heading for Recife to get some coconuts from Mr. Captain Coconut, or are they going to take the turn? And they're just enjoying some nice beam reach conditions. Maybe they don't like to go too much upwind, but yeah, they are certainly taking the longest route at the moment. And there's a bit of a track history of Captain Coconut taking the scenic routes around the world. When he, in the GGR 2018, when he tucked along the South African coastline. Because after all, he's an hydrographer, so maybe he wants to go a little bit closer to shore and follow some depth contours or something like that, as part of his celestial navigation and in general old school navigation tactics. So maybe that's what they are up to. Anyway, long story short, short story long. The fleet is doing well. There's not big changes. Even in the class IRC ratings, everything is unchanged. Triana is still leading Adventure class. Spirit of Helsinki is still leading Sayula class, and Translated 9 is still leading the Flyer class. So that's it. I hope you all have a beautiful start to this beautiful week. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous high pressure over Les Sables d'Olonne at the moment. And the sun is shining, and I hope the sun is shining wherever you are. Thank you very much, and we talk soon, maybe tomorrow, maybe in a couple of days. We will see who will take over tomorrow, the tracker update. Oh, probably Don, because then he's back live. And he can do the first tracker update from Cape Town. So that's it from my side. I wish you all a very happy Monday, and bye-bye.